All right, hello boys and girls. We are going to do a Piet Mondrian inspirational piece of art today. And we're gonna use this famous piece of his as our inspiration. And we're gonna do something fun with it. We're gonna actually make a flower. But there's a couple steps to it. And the first one is to actually create our paper to look similar to his piece of art like this. So you are going to use a big piece of paper, and you're going to need a ruler, and you're going to need this thick Sharpie. And these Sharpies have this chiseled edge, and that helps make a thicker line. So we're going to use these. So for this project, Piet did a lot of vertical and horizontal lines, and then he used the primary colors and the white and the black to make these really cool pieces of art that really pop. So we're gonna do that. Some of his spots are bigger and some are smaller, and that's good. We are gonna do for this project, because we are actually gonna cut out this piece of paper into flower petals, we do want more smaller pieces, not super small, and you'll see, but some small, more small than large. So I'm gonna get started with taking my ruler, and I'm gonna line it up the top of the paper to the bottom, and I'm gonna do some vertical lines and some horizontal lines. And like I said, some will not go the whole width of the paper. As you can see on some of his, they just went in little pieces. So I'm gonna get started on that. Okay, I think I like the way that looks. If you notice, I did lots of, none of them are too small. I mean, you don't want it much smaller than, you know, half of your pinky. And notice I did lots of vertical, horizontal. Some don't go the whole way. And you're just gonna kind of have to see how you like it and stop and take a look and then look back down and add to. But I think I like the way this looks. All right, now it is time to add the color to our squares. And again, not every square or rectangle will be colored in, but I'm gonna use these tempera paint sticks. I have a red and a yellow and a blue. We got our primary colors, but he also used black, and then we have our white paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill some squares in and use all the colors. These are kind of like glue sticks. So there's a lid, and then you can turn the bottom and it comes out at the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and color some in. It's best if you outline it, try to stay within the black, and then you can color it in. So I'm gonna go around and color, just, you know, color all the ones red that I want, and then I'm gonna go and color by color. Okay, I think I like the way that looks. I've got lots of different colors scattered all over. So now is the time where you are gonna need your flower petal template and a pencil. So what we're gonna do first is we are going to flip this over. Oops, see, it's kind of sticks, but that's okay. We're gonna flip this over, and we are gonna trace our flower petal template at least 5 times on the back. I think we should be able to fit that. If you can do 6, that's great. You can make it like a puzzle. So you're gonna trace, the best thing is to get your petal as close to the edge as possible so you can have enough room. And you're gonna hold it with one hand, and then you're gonna just trace it with the other. No one's gonna see these lines on the back because we're gonna cut them. So if you go over a little bit, that is totally okay. And so notice how I flip it this way to fit. You'll be able to fit more if you do it like that. All right, now I have my scissors. I'm gonna cut all of these out. Okay, so I've cut all my petals out. Make sure to take your scraps to the trash. And then we have all of our flower petals, and they should probably, each one should have a little bit of the colors. So those are gonna look great. Okay, so for this next step, we need our cutout petals that we've done. You're gonna need 3 pipe cleaners, a hole punch, and a glue stick. And then you're also gonna need a stapler, but the teacher will walk around and help you with that because it's kind of a little tricky. So let's get started here. You are going to take each petal and do a simple hole punch in each one. I'm gonna move these out of the way so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm taking my hole punch and I'm going in to the bottom of the petal where the flat part is. And I'm gonna go in as much as that hole punch will let me go. You wanna do that, you wanna do that as much as my hole punch will let me go. Do that so you have lots of space in between those. So I'm gonna hole punch all my petals, going as far in as I can, kind of right in the middle if possible. But I'm going to make a fold right above the hole punch and kind of right about where the petal starts to go into this straight part. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so all my petals are hole punched and folded. Now is the time where we're gonna kind of put them together. So we're gonna flip them over now. And we're going to align them up. And we're gonna use our glue stick now to kind of help hold them together. So I'm gonna start this way and I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on one side of my hole punch. And I'm gonna take another petal and I'm gonna kind of start to glue it, but I also need to line up the hole punches. So I'm gonna find that hole punch, line it up, and then push on the glue a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna do the same thing. Get my other one and glue it, but make sure to line the hole punch up. Making sure to space them out to know that I have 2 more petals to go. Okay, on this last one, you might want to flip up and do on this side as well. While that's drying, we're gonna do something to our pipe cleaners to make sure it is ready to stick into the flower. All right, for the pipe cleaners, I might not have mentioned, but we're gonna need a pencil and your 3 pipe cleaners. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the the part of the flower that's gonna come popping through this, right here through the holes that we just punched. So you're gonna kind of hold it up on the metal part, twist it around the pencil, like I said, about halfway, because you want some of this straight to go the bottom of your flower, and pull it out. So you can do that to all 3. Okay, I have my 3 pipe cleaners with little curlies at the top, and I have my flowers. So I'm gonna flip this over, and I'm going to stick the pipe cleaners. I'm gonna start with like the straight side, and I'm gonna stick it down through the hole punch until it gets curly. So you have your curly cues, and then they're all coming out through here, okay? And so then what we're gonna do, and this is kind of the hard part where you can ask the teacher for help, but you're gonna kind of fold the flower up a little bit. This is where we're gonna kind of do our staple. And then we'll pinch it and your teacher will staple that. Okay, once my teacher has come around and kind of stapled, you can kind of twist all 3 of your pipe cleaners together, and you have your Piet Mondrian inspired flower.